will have separate programs. So, for example, under 12s in our country we have MSSM, MSSD and all that. So why don't we have football as well? Why don't we have women's hockey as well? Terengganu is making great strides in female hockey. So because they have a program. So this is what we need to do. The Ministry of Education needs to say that these are the programs. Put the programs in place, people will come and play. Otherwise, women's sport will never get support. Sadly, but that is the situation. So once again, it's neglect on the part of the authorities that they don't provide programs for females.
Okay. As the fans, the biggest red football club right now, which is not Manchester United, Kelantan. I just want to ask you, do you think that the attendance of the stadium currently for the local sport play an important role for improving the certain teams?
Oh, very, very important. I think support is very important. For many years, I've been going on about why are we playing Super League matches or Liga Malaysia matches on a Saturday night. Since the advent of satellite television, 96, why are we playing on a Saturday? Why we kick off 8:45 p.m. on a Saturday when I can go home, be with my family, have a nice dinner, pray together, have a nice dinner, turn on television. Ask the Liverpool, Man United, why should I go to the stadium to watch? Right? So that is something FAM have never changed. But now, because it's the off season, you're going to get very, very big crowds. Because there's no football on TV, people will go to the stadium. And it is fundamental for any sport or any player that you have big support. It is important. That is the deciding factor whether between you want to be a good player or you're going to be a great player, inspired by the fans. And yes, our fans are dying to support successful teams. And Kelantan have been, in the doldrums for so long that at one point they had 3 or 4 different teams. But now they've come together and you can see every game is a sellout. It is very important because can you imagine the amount of money you are making every weekend, and then that translates into salaries being paid on time, so many things that will take off. So that is important. You still get big crowds if your team is successful. And that is what is happening with Kelantan right now. So, and it is very, very important. That is why teams can't pay salaries, because you want to play the same night, the same time as Man United are playing. Who's going to come watch you? So these are the little changes that FAM need to make or needed to make, but unfortunately they don't make them. If you ask them why are we playing on a Saturday at 8:45 p.m., they also don't know. Oh, because we always play at 8:45. Yeah, but you must understand, you are not marketing yourself well. So you need to change your kickoff time. If you kick off at 4:30 on a Saturday afternoon, I don't think that there is any disturbance between 4:30 and 6:30. And then 6:30 everybody goes home. By 7:30 you're home, like I said. Pray, you makan together, you watch EPL. No problem. You can. Malaysian football has not learned how to coexist. It's simply because there's not enough intelligent people in FAM. You can tell them I said that. They will know. I said that. I've been saying it for so many years. You have to. Let's compare the EPL and Malaysian football, right? The EPL has gone back to the traditional way of marketing. Direct sales. They knock on your door, isn't it? You turn on the telly, they are there. You open the newspapers, they are there. You stop at a traffic light, they are there, the big billboard. So they have gone to those days. Remember, people used to come to your house, sell insurance, sell you vacuum cleaners, direct sales. So they went back to direct sales. Whereas Malaysians are like, they put it on the shelf, kat supermarket lah. So you look at the first shelf, second shelf, third shelf. Unfortunately, Malaysian football is on the 4th shelf. You never look down at those shelves, right? The marketing gurus will tell you, if you want to sell a product, you've got to be in people's faces or you've got to be visible where, they can make eye contact with you. So Malaysian football left itself on the shelf and said, kau nak beli lah, tak nak sudah. That is why football cannot survive in our country. That is why you have stories, unpaid salaries, income tax not paid, EPF not paid. We can't be successful if those little things are not looked after. It's not rocket science. You don't, no disrespect to all of you who've gone to university. You don't need to go to university to sort Malaysian football out. But you need people to come. I'm a Johorian. We have two teams. One is the Johor Football Association team and one is Johor FC. Unfortunately, Johor FC is better run because it's run by a corporation. Right? And Johor FA has gone now we are in the Premier League. Can you imagine Johor football team is in the same league as Muar Municipal Council, Muar Town Council? You look at the Premier League table, you will see Muar MC. Majlis Perbandaran Muar dengan Johor FA same league. Majlis Perbandaran Muar annual budget for the season 300,000, Johor FA 3 million. You're playing in the same league. Yeah, you tell me. But what is not right? Anybody will tell you that's not right. You are a football association, you can pick all the best players in the whole of Johor State. We have 10, now I think almost 12 districts. You can't find players, you play in the same league as Muar Town Council. Sedih lah. If I was the president, I would resign. Yeah. But the president, Jais, he said, MB suruh. MB asked him to be the president.
Maybe I should tell MB.
Tell MB. Nah, it's all recorded. So this, just off the topic a bit, you got time, right?
Oh.
If you're bored, tell me. If you're bored, tell me, Shebby, shut up. Right? So, this new president lah, Johor FA, Jais, YB Jais, YB there. YB Jais from Keluang, my hometown. So my best friend in Keluang rang me, hey, YB became the president, he wants to see you. Okay lah. The president wants to see me. So I went to see him, oh Shebby, kita nak buat ni, bola, this, that, all your experience of this, that, help us. So boom, semangat lah, Johorian, right? I came up with a comprehensive plan, business plan and development plan and everything. Gave it to him. Then he said, can you translate this into Bahasa Malaysia? I said, look, my Bahasa Melayu is my Johor punya Bahasa Melayu. Aram Jada. So, okay, he got this person from Majlis Sukan Negeri Johor, who was the assistant secretary then, and his name is Jani, to translate that. So 1 week I waited, second week, third week, I'm like, I rang Jani and said, hey, how long does it take for you to translate something? Oh, aku dah present kat YB. Hah? Kepala hutang kau, aku punya proposal, kau yang pergi present, you supposed to translate, not present. But this is how football works. So then, a few months, 3 months I was not, 2 months I was not paid. So I said, fine, I don't get paid, I'm not going to work for free. Why should I work for free? Because I went to see Datuk Yusli at Bursa Malaysia. I was on the email with Datuk Wahid. I had a business plan to how we going to, give me a loan so that I could repay you back in future. Not give me money so I can jolly, I can spend. No, football transformation plan was different. So I didn't get paid for 2 months, so I stopped work and all that. And that is what happened. So the guy, Pandai made some changes, translated the plan, presented as is. Next thing, a few months later, he became the secretary. Jani from Majlis Sukan Negeri Johor. Tulis nama. And then now he got the sack. The secretary got the sack. Jani is no more the secretary.
But Jais is still there.
Jalan is still there. After 2 months, right, he was attending an UMNO function in Keluang. So because, Jais, the president, so I wanted to see him, you know. So he saw me, he was sitting there, he saw me standing there, he sent one of his, whatever, came and told me, Datuk, YB kata jumpa dekat Old Town White Coffee lepas ni. I said pukul berapa? Lepas ni tak pukul berapa? YB kata pukul 10 dia datang. So 10 o'clock I was waiting at Old Town White Coffee in Keluang. Waited, 12 o'clock. YB never turned up. Now you tell me what's wrong with Johor football. You have people like that, tak ada maruah, tak ada credibility and all, want to become the president of Johor. And you know Johor, we are a very, very big state. You know? We could easily fill Larkin Stadium every week. But unfortunately, that is the way it is. And then I rang somebody who knows the MB very well. But maybe not Firdaus. I said, I just want to talk to the MB. You know, because I know the MB likes me. At least his wife likes me. Because I met him once in Raju's makan. So I know, you know. I just want to tell him, you know, Dato' MB, this is the plan. Right? If you allow me to implement it, I will bring you back the returns. But that is not the first time. Rewind a bit. Dato' Ali Hashim, he was the president of Johor Corp and the KFC punya ni kan, I think he was sacked from there as well. One day, out of the blue, I got a phone call. Hey, Dato' Ali Hashim nak jumpa. Oh, Dato' Ali Hashim, you know, president of Johor FA at the time, you know, and all that. So I went to see him in his office in Pusat Bandar Damansara. We had lunch in his office, just the two of us, private dining room. Makan, Shebby, I watch you on TV, blah, 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 blah. You know, I want you to help Johor football. At that time, Johor football, we were losing 5-0, 9-0, masa Steve Darby. Steve Darby was in charge. So I said, okay, look, we have an immediate term plan, a short-term plan, and I'll present the long-term plan later. And so what is the immediate term plan? I said, we have to sack the coach. Sorry, yeah. Steve Darby is my very good friend, and I told him, Dubs, you have to go. Because you can't lose 5-0, 9-0. You know, the team was going nowhere. At that time we had Premier 1, Premier 2, so we were going to drop into Premier 2. So then Dato' Ali Hashim said, who will be I said, you have the best local coach in Malaysia, in Johor. Oh, siapa dia? I said, Wan Jamak, Wan Hassan.
Yeah.
Oh, iya ke? Tapi Jamal dulu kan ada gaduh dengan FA. I said, Dato', you want Johor football to improve or you want to talk about sentiments? Memanglah, Jamal is very straightforward. Jamal, if there's anybody as straightforward as I am, there's Jamal. And I know Jamal because I played together with him and I admire him as a coach and his philosophy. So, okay, fine. 3 days later, I went to JB. I had a meeting with Dato' Ali Hashim. This is Dato' Ali Hashim, this is me. Jama and Sata, his assistant, sitting across. Jama, number 1, you have to keep us in the Premier League. And number 2, you have to qualify for the Malaysia Cup through the playoffs. If you achieve those 2 targets, you are going to be the coach for the next season. Because there was only about 7 games left of the season. So Jama got appointed. We drew our first game. We won our next 6 games, so our position in Premier League was secure. Then we went into a playoff, home and away around Kelantan. And somehow we managed to win. So, qualified for the Malaysia Cup. Of course, we were not expected to win the Malaysia Cup because the team was not the best and Jama had just come in. So now automatically Jama continues into the new season. Dah salam ni dengan Dato' Ali Hashim. We never even spoke about money. Berapa Jama salary or this or that. Never. Then, Jamak gave the players 2 weeks off. Less than 1 week later, early morning, 7:30 my phone rang. Jamak, Mak, apa khabar? Shebby, baca paper tak? Mak, masih tidur lagi lah. Dato' Ali Hashim kata dia appointed somebody, Dato' from Segamat, to be the new team manager. And he said, oh, we're going to start afresh, we're going to start with the young team, blah, 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 blah. So, Jamak kena buang. You tell me. So, I rang Dato' Ali Hashim. Oh, no lah, Shebby, you know, we got a new manager and, you know, this is not my decision, this is a council decision, this, that. Can you imagine that? President, Dato' Ali Hashim, Jacob, boss and this and that, giving me that kind of excuses. Tak pegang janji. Never kept his word. And we achieved the target that was set by him. 2 months later, I flew into Johor Bahru to go to work in Singapore.